Hello, this is John from Life Academy. Today I want to talk again about the coronavirus because it's been a big thing. Everybody's talking about it in the news. And I want to take a different angle on it today. And that the coronavirus is probably saving people's lives. Now, for those who are dying, the 6,000, I believe, in the world, several hundred in the United States. I mean, I feel for them. I also feel bad for Kenny Rogers. We heard he just died, but not from the virus. People die, and we mourn their loss. But I'm talking about math. If you look at the numbers of people who are now isolating themselves, getting away from people, just isolating themselves because of the fear of the virus, then you're going to see an effect of a reduction of things which were occurring naturally. For example, a lot less people driving. There has to be a lot less car crashes. People are not going out into bars. There's no bar fights. There's no school shootings. There's no people bumping each other on the subway, and there's no fighting going on. A lot of things have been reduced because of this time we're living in. So, if someone were to be killed in a car crash, and that person didn't get a chance to live their natural life, then they wouldn't have got married, wouldn't have had children, their children wouldn't have children. So what I'm saying is every time someone dies, the potential is that what they would have brought into the world also died with them. Okay? Because if you look at a seed, inside of a seed is a tree. And inside of the seed is also the fruit from the tree. And also inside of the seed is a forest. Because seeds produce crops, and then the crops produce seeds. So when one person is born, there are the seeds to produce other children. So if that person is taken out of the picture, then their line is taken away. So if there are 3,000 people dying every day, and that's statistically proven to be pretty correct, from car crashes, and we have not been driving for 2 weeks, you can see there's going to be people who will not die, who have not been involved in these crashes. So you're talking about 42,000 people, So the point is, this is a fact. Now, if we go back tomorrow to our natural life, then the course doesn't know who will come back. But those who didn't die won't die. There's those who are going to become part of that will continue to be affected by that particular norm. And also what I'm saying is that if you have the mindset that you're going to become a victim or become affected by it, then you're more likely to do so because of the placebo effect. Now, am I saying that I know for a fact that people can make themselves sick by will? I'm not saying that. But I'm trying to say it's weakens you when you have fear. It weakens you. I'll tell you a story. There was a man who was in a bank once, and the bank was being robbed. Guys came in, told everybody to lay on the ground. They're going to rob the bank. And this guy he was a martial artist. He was a safety expert. So he knew about weapons. He knew about hand-to-hand. So he knew how to defend himself. And he actually had a weapon on him. He had a gun. But he looked around and he knew that he would not be able to take out all the bad guys in enough of a safety, in a safe way, to avoid being shot or to avoid someone else being hurt. And he heard the gunman say, lay down, and we're going to just rob the place and don't move. So he realized that they weren't there for blood, they were there for money. So if he laid down, or if he lied down, I guess how you say it. Anyway, forget about the math and semantics. If he were to lay on the ground and just do what they said. Just give compliance. He'll be fine. So it was over, and everybody left. But there were many people who were traumatized by the event, and they had to go into therapy because they thought they may have been killed, but they avoided death because they got spared. They were lucky. When he knew that these men weren't there to kill anyone, they were there to rob the bank, and all he had to do was just wait till they went away, and he would be safe. So he knew that he was never in any danger because he was compliant. Now, had he said to the people, "You're not going to shoot anybody, you're only here for money," then he may have got shot. So therefore, what I'm saying is that right now we know, people who do math, people who do science, we understand how the numbers work. We understand how things occur, and we understand how they come and they go. Okay? So maybe we can't tell anyone this. We can't share it with those because they don't believe us. But I'm telling you right now, you can look at certain things. For example, I told a lot of my friends at the beginning of the last season, winter, that we weren't going to have a winter in Pittsburgh. I said it's going to be like almost no winter. And it only snowed 2 days. Okay. And I'm not a meteorologist, but I can see certain things in nature, and I can kind of see patterns, and I can definitely not predict, but I can just notice certain patterns. Now, I've been away all my life. I'm pretty good with weather. But the point is, when it comes to things that happen, and we say to ourselves, "Oh, this is going to be this, and this is going to be that," based on a speculation, well, then it doesn't occur. Like, for example, if you were to say, "Okay, I can lift 1 ounce, and then every day I'm going to double that to 2 ounces, and then it's going to be 4 ounces." So you say, well, based on the fact that I can double my ounces every single day as I lift, I'm going to be able to lift 1,000 pounds. Okay? In about 15, 20 days. No. You won't be able to do it. There comes a point where things just kind of take on their natural height, and then they just stop. And it's like you can't tell someone how they're going to feel because their feelings are how they rule their life. If someone is mad at you for something they thought you did, and they want to hurt you, then they find out that they were wrong, they're going to be okay then, but until they find out, they want to kill you. Okay? They're going to be mad at you. And so right now, when something comes up and they say, we found a treatment or a cure or whatever it's going to be, someone's going to say, "Oh yeah, God intervened," when he really had nothing to do with it. Okay? This is all about nature and natural occurrences. And so God doesn't cause these things to happen, and he's not going to stop them from happening because we control these things. Nature controls these things. It's just the way things are. So what I'm saying to you is that if you want to get through this thing, look at the numbers. I said it before, I'll say it again. If it ever doubles, then you can be afraid. But it never has, and it never will. You can't go from 1 to 2 to 4 to 10 million in 1 month. And then the next day is 20 million. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And numbers that we have, the amount of people that are dying, let's say if there was 260, 300, you shoot 300 people have died since the beginning of the year. Use that number because it may change every day. And there are 350 million people on this on this continent. Okay, so if we look at that and say, out of 350 million people, 300 died. That's terrible. But yesterday, because of car crashes, 3,000 died. Or because of obesity, 4,000 died. Or because of the flu, 200 died. Whatever it's going to be, you can't look at that and say it's going to come and get you. You can't. But what we can do right now we can be like the man in the bank who's laying on the ground saying to himself, this will pass. I just gotta just wait it out. And it'll pass. And mark my word, this time next year, we're either going to be here or not. That's it. Your chances of getting anything happening to you is always 50-50. It either happens or it won't. So again, I say, and mark my word, today is the 21st of March, 2020. 1 year from now, you'll say I was right. Because I said it will either get you or it won't. Okay? So, have a great day. Please hit the like button. Hit the bell for more content. And subscribe for more content. And please send me a comment. If you've come this far, let me know if you like what I have to say. If you don't, say you don't like the video. But let's work together to keep ourselves sane. All right? Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.